Imagine this. You graduate after years of studying quadratic equations, mitochondria, and Shakespeare's metaphors about death. Then, boom, you're in the real world staring at a tax form, a breakup text, and your boss's urgent email that somehow says nothing. Welcome to adulthood, where your GPA doesn't matter, but your ability to stay calm when your Wi-Fi drops during a job interview does. So today, let's fix what school didn't teach you. Before we dive in, support our journey into the human mind, like and subscribe to Dark Mind. 1. The confidence illusion. Picture this. You walk into a room full of strangers. One person's talking loudly, smiling, joking with everyone. You instantly think, wow, they must have everything together. Surprise. They might be freaking out inside. That's called the illusion of transparency, a psychological bias where we assume people can see our anxiety, when in reality, they barely notice. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to detect your internal panic. So when you feel nervous, remember, no one can read your brain's messy thought bubble. Fake confidence isn't lying, it's just emotional camouflage. And in adult life, that camouflage gets you jobs, relationships, and sometimes free samples at Costco. 2. No one cares as much as you think. You post a photo online, then spend 10 minutes zooming in on your left eyebrow thinking, oh no, everyone will notice this. They won't. That's the spotlight effect, the overestimation of how much people notice us. In reality, people are starring in their own psychological sitcom, not yours. Here's the truth. People care less than you think, and that's actually freeing. You can experiment, fail, look silly, and most people will forget in about 5 minutes. So go ahead, dance badly, try the thing, speak up. The world isn't watching you as closely as your brain thinks it is. 3. Your emotions are bad drivers. You know those days when you're mad at your friend and suddenly even your sandwich tastes like betrayal? That's not the sandwich's fault. It's emotional reasoning. It's when you assume your feelings reflect facts. I feel useless, so I must be useless. Nope. Your brain is just temporarily colorblind to reality. Psychologists call emotions data, not directives. They're signals, not truths. Feeling sad? That's your brain's way of saying, hey, maybe slow down. Feeling anxious? Hey, something matters here. You wouldn't let a toddler drive your car, so don't let your mood drive your decisions. 4. Discipline beats motivation. You'll never wake up every day feeling motivated. Some mornings, your brain's like, let's conquer the world. Other mornings, let's conquer another episode of that show at 2 a.m. Motivation is emotional caffeine. It fades fast. What keeps you moving is discipline, built through repetition and reward loops. Think of your brain as a lazy dog. It won't fetch unless it knows a treat is waiting. So start small. Tiny habits, low effort, easy wins. Once your brain connects, effort equals reward, it'll sit, stay, and maybe even roll over for success. 5. Your brain judges you in 0.1 seconds. You meet someone new, and before you've said a single word, their brain has already decided if you're trustworthy. Welcome to thin slicing, your brain's ability to make snap judgments with minimal information. It's survival software from evolution. Cavemen didn't have time for small talk, just friend or threat. In real life, it means your posture, tone, and even micro-expressions matter. You can't control people's first impressions completely, but you can hack them. Open posture equals confidence, genuine smile equals safety, eye contact equals trust. And if you still blow your first impression, don't worry. Psychology says we're also wired for belief perseverance. Once people decide you're nice, it takes a lot to change their minds. So start strong. 6. Your brain hates uncertainty, and that's why you overthink. You text someone, they don't reply. Now your brain's running a full FBI investigation. Did I say something wrong? Are they mad? Are they dead? Relax. This is intolerance of uncertainty, a key factor in anxiety. Your brain evolved to predict danger. No reply, your brain fills the gap with worst-case scenarios. But here's the trick. Psychologists found that embracing uncertainty lowers stress more than chasing control. Try this mini exercise. When your mind spirals, say out loud, maybe, maybe not. It sounds silly, but it resets your prediction machine. You don't need to solve the mystery. Sometimes peace means leaving the group chat unread. 7. Success doesn't equal happiness. You get the job, the car, the relationship, and your brain's like, cool, what's next? That's the hedonic treadmill, the psychological pattern where we adapt to new achievements and return to our baseline happiness. Your brain basically turns every dream into normal life after a few weeks. It's why billionaires still complain about Wi-Fi speeds and why your new phone feels old after 3 months. So the trick isn't chasing more, it's chasing meaning. Psychology shows that gratitude, growth, and contribution activate longer-lasting satisfaction. In other words, joy is not a prize you earn. It's a skill you practice. Don't run on the treadmill. Step off. Dance a little. Now go apply what school never graded you on: self-awareness, resilience, and humor. Because life isn't multiple choice. It's short answer, written in pen.